Imagine you're a lion raised among sheep. Every day you eat grass, you baa, you shrink. You listen to the elders saying, we're sheep. Wolves are scary. Stay small. And deep inside you there's a growl, a claw, a memory of meat. That's your truth. That's the you before you swallowed their stories. Right now, in the deepest part of you, you already know how to listen to that growl. You do it when you say no to something you don't like. When you quit a job that suffocates you. When you walk away from a fake friend. That is chunking down. Zooming into a moment. Feeling the details of what's true for you. And when you zoom out, when you see your whole life, the patterns, the karma, the cause and effect of choices, that's chunking up. Both are skills. Both are muscles. And as you hear these words, your unconscious begins remembering every single moment you felt that inner no or yes, and reinstalling it as your primary compass. Now picture a glass of muddy water. That's what happens when you drink everyone else's beliefs. It's cloudy. You can't see the bottom. Stop stirring, let it settle. That's meditation, reflection, intuition. The mud drops, the water clears. You see the truth at the bottom. If you don't do this, the consequences are obvious. You'll keep living someone else's life. You'll keep betraying yourself to keep the peace. You'll die full of regret, still wondering who the hell you were. If you do this, you'll lose some friends, the fake ones. You'll gain yourself. You'll become magnetic as hell, because people feel someone who's unshakable. You'll stop being a puppet. You'll start being a player. That's karma, cause and effect. Every time you betray yourself, you create a karmic IOU that compounds interest. Every time you act in truth, you pay off the debt and stack freedom. False beliefs aren't just traps. They're training weights. Every time you outgrow a lie you once believed, your discernment muscle gets stronger. If I fell for that, what else can I outgrow? It becomes fuel, not shame. When a snake grows, it sheds skin. The old skin would strangle if it stayed. The friends who can't handle your truth, they're just skin you've outgrown. The pain of truth is the pain of healing. It cuts out infection. It doesn't rot you. You already do this. When you decide which food you like. When you choose a song you vibe with, even when your friends don't. When you ever said, I don't care what they think. That is your intuitive compass already online. Your unconscious mind can take that small skill and scale it to bigger choices now. Your ventromedial prefrontal cortex weighs values and integrates intuition with logic. When you silence it by outsourcing your truth to others, your stress hormones spike, your immune system dips. When you act authentically, dopamine and serotonin rise. You literally get a chemical hit of alignment. That's why truth feels lighter in the body. Also, the brain learns through confusion and contrast. A pattern interrupt, like me swearing or reframing your beliefs, opens a moment of neuroplasticity. That's when the new belief slides in. So right now, as you listen, your unconscious mind is linking every time you felt your intuition to every decision you make next. Installing the automatic question, does this feel true for me? Before you accept anything. Strengthening the neural pathway of self-trust, so acting on truth feels easier than self-betrayal. Rewiring the belief, losing others equals losing me, into losing others equals finding me. With every breath you take, you're teaching yourself to pause, check in, feel your gut, and act from your core. You're doing it now without even trying. Imagine 5 years of living this way. You're like an oak tree, roots deep, storm-proof. Birds come to rest in your branches because they feel your groundedness. You don't sway at every gust of opinion. Now imagine 5 years of not living this way. You're a plastic bag in the wind, tangled in everyone else's barbed wire fences, ripped apart piece by piece. That's the fork in the road. If you want to change someone's beliefs, you pace them. I know you feel this. Then you lead. And because you feel this, you can now act differently. That's how kernels of truth inside a falsehood work. It's also how cults manipulate and how healers liberate. Use it with ethics. Anchor their identity to their own autonomy, not yours. The patterns that drain you, interrupt them. People-pleasing, chronic doubt, I'm not enough loops. Fear of conflict. Break any of these by asking, whose voice is this in my head? Physically moving to break the state. Say one small no per day until your nervous system learns it's safe. Here's the hard truth. Nobody's coming to rescue you. The universe won't hand you freedom like a participation trophy. You earn it by choosing your damn self. That's the cost, and that's the reward. Act from your truth, and you'll be feared, respected, loved, and sometimes hated. But you'll be real. Betray yourself. You'll be liked, tolerated, pitied, and forgotten. Pick your poison. Pick your power. And as you're picking your unconscious, it's already choosing truth as your default operating system, rewiring you as you speak. Every breath is an installation, every choice from here. It reinforces it. You're becoming the lion, the oak, the clear water, now.